So often we let our environment, how we were raised, people's expectations of us set the limits for our life. We adapt to what's around us. If you take an oak tree seed and plant it in a 2-foot pot, that oak tree will never become what it was created to be. Not because there's something wrong with the seed, but because of the environment that it's in. It's easy to just fit in, go with the crowd, be like everyone else. But God didn't create you to be average. He created you to stand out, to go beyond the norm, to leave your mark on this generation. You have seeds of greatness on the inside. You're supposed to go further than the people that raised you. You're supposed to live better, be more successful, set a new standard. You may be in an environment where people have addictions, low self-esteem, depression, poverty. You can't stop that. But here's the key. Don't let that become normal in your thinking. If you accept that as who you are, it will keep you from your destiny. And the scripture talks about how we are in the world, but we are not of the world. You may be in a limited environment, but you don't have to be of it. Don't let that environment get in you. If you see struggle, lack, poverty long enough, your mind can become conditioned to think, this is who I am. I'll always struggle. I'll never have enough. No, that's where you are. That's not who you are. And that may be what's been normal. The good news, you're a barrier breaker. You have the power, the favor, the talent, the ability to break out, to go further. God breathed His life into you. He calls you the head and not the tail. Don't let your mind become conditioned for mediocrity. Don't let that change who you really are. Sometimes people will try to put us in a box and tell us things like, you can't start that business. You don't have the resources. You'll never afford a nice place to live, never get well, never meet the right person. Because their thinking is limited, they'll try to put their limitations on you. You have to put your foot down and say, I refuse to be mediocre because people around me are mediocre. I refuse to be addicted, depressed, have low expectation. I know I'm a barrier breaker. I'm going to set a new standard. It starts in our thinking. Nothing will change until you make up your mind you are not going to accept mediocrity. Why don't you take the limitations off yourself? You have so much potential. Break out of that box and try something new. The enemy would love to keep that potential from ever coming out. He'll use bad breaks, negative comments, people, circumstances to try to keep you from believing in yourself, believing that you can rise to the next level. Many people have let their mind become conditioned to think that they've reached their limits. They're just average. They'll never do anything great. What's happened? Instead of breaking out, they've adapted to their environment. I saw a study that was done with fleas. Researchers put all these fleas in a container and then put a lid on the top. The fleas immediately tried to fly out, but they hit the lid again and again. Before long, they realized they were stuck. At one point, the researchers removed the lid, but much to their surprise, the fleas didn't try to fly out anymore. They had hit that lid so many times, they had become conditioned to think that they couldn't get out. Even though the lid was off, they didn't even try. And sometimes, like these fleas, because of the environment we're in, times we've tried and failed, what people have told us, we become conditioned to think, we can't do anything great. We'll never accomplish the dream. We'll never get back in shape. No, it may not have happened in the past. You may have tried and hit that lid a few times, but can I tell you, the lid is coming off. It's time to try again. You were not created to live contained, to get stuck. Recondition your mind.